The Teacher by Frieda McFadden. This book I was not going to read, and then I saw it in the shop and I ended up getting it and reading it. And the reason I wasn't going to read it is because I heard a lot of mixed reviews, and like I heard it was like a bit controversial or whatever, and with the topics and all, um, and like things that made people uncomfortable with the books or the book. That's what I heard, and I get that. When I read it, there was a point like maybe halfway through the book, um, that I was like shocked at and like had to stop reading for a minute and started again and all that. And so there is this book is about Ali, who is 16 years old, who has history with this guy, um, who was a teacher in her school, and he got fired because of whatever went on between the two of them. And then the other characters are, so this basically takes place after that, and she's still going to school, and then the main story focuses on her, and then there's a husband and wife who are both teachers at that school that she goes to as well, and the wife is very strict and very um doesn't go easy on any of her students or anything. Um, and the husband is very laid back, and all the students like him and all that. So there's contrasts there. And then yeah, so their home life is kind of complicated. They're not getting on that well and stuff. So and it tells the perspective of Ali and the wife to begin with anyway, and then later on it goes into telling the husband's perspective and stuff like that. And um so yeah, then the other characters are Ali's friend, who I can't remember the name of, um who used to be friends with her and is still kind of friends with her, but not as much, doesn't talk to her as much, because he's always with his girlfriend now and doesn't have as much time for her and stuff. So but he's still sort of friendly with her and whatever. So um, and yeah, no one really knows as well what happened between her, Addie, and the teacher got fired, and the wife, the teacher whose wife, um, was quite fond of the teacher and was a bit annoyed over what happened with him getting fired and everything. So she kind of takes it out of Addie at different times in the book and stuff like that. And yeah, and there's a few like shocking twists toward the end that were quite unexpected as well. Um, and then there's also this other character who like bullies Addie after everything that happened prior to the start of the book. Um, and she is sort of like just like a bully figure in the school towards Addie and whatever. And but there's more going on with her than what it's told at the start of the book. You know, there's a reveal with her, and then there's also a reveal with Addie, um, that she isn't. She's keeping something from the reader as well as from everyone else. Um, and then there is what was I gonna say? Can't remember. Oh yeah, Addie and the husband, so they basically, he gets her to go on this, I think it's like a poetry, after school thing that he runs. So he gets her involved in that, and they sort of become closer. Um, she seems to be able to relate to him very well and stuff like that, and they get on, and yeah, yeah, things like take a turn, and then um the Addie and the wife sort of have this rivalry going on, so there's that as well, because they don't get on, and the wife wants to get sort of revenge on her for getting the teacher fired, and everything, and Addie wants to get revenge on her because she just doesn't like her, and she gave her like a no grade for because Addie like cheated on her test, and then the wife went to the principal about it, so she wants revenge on her for that and stuff like that. And yeah, the only thing that really annoyed me, well, yeah, I'd say that the thing that annoyed me most was that they didn't actually go back to the teacher at the start who got fired. I thought they were going to go back to him, have him come back into the story at some point, and then have something happen with him, but nothing ever happened, and sort of like, yeah, I get that it was a plot device and stuff, but still I was sort of expecting that, and yeah, so it was decent for a quick read. Like I read it in less than 24 hours, I think. It was definitely less than 24 hours. It was only about 6 or 7 hours maybe. Um, so yeah, it was good for a quick read. Maybe and the writing in this one was actually quite good as well. I thought like not as sometimes you put some weird phrases and stuff, and people don't find it as relatable and whatever. So I didn't find much of that in this one, so I was pleased about that. And yeah, I would recommend it if you're not offended or easily made uncomfortable by um like these kind of situations. Um and yeah, I mean it, yeah, yeah. I don't know what I was gonna say. Anyway, yeah. Um I know the Housemaid movie is gonna be coming out on the is it the 23rd of December, 24th of December. So I'm probably gonna be watching that as well when it comes out. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well to see how it translates onto the big screen, for cinema. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to that too. So yeah, so this is like a lead into it for me, sort of, because that's all my Freedom McFadden books done really. I did actually see another one. I think it was a Surrogate Mother. That's what it was. Um, so I don't know. Maybe I'll read that one. I think that's the only other one that I've seen in the shops that I have to read yet. So I might read that one. Yeah, but yeah, I'd recommend this if you're not easily I can't find the word. Eas- Easily not offended. I can't think of a word. Just uh yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's a teacher. Yeah.